Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti, and we want to wish everyone in your family a very happy and healthy new year. It's our New Year's Day card. We've got the Gulfstream Park Derby, the first Derby of the year, and we also have the Voodoo Dancer. Let's get to those track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course firm. Our first race, a 6-furlong sprint on the dirt, maidens, 4-year-olds and upward. 9 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 9, Clever Story.
They're off. The favorite Clever Story broke near the back of the field. Game Day from the rail out for the lead. And Mr. O'Leary came out running in second. These two are the most early speed, soul-singing, successful runner on the outside next, and then Lincoln Law and Delta Bluesman from the inside. Easement is 6 lengths off the lead early, 3 lengths ahead of Clever Story and Birds Gone Wild. Last as they move for the turn. 22-1 was the opening quarter for Game Day, who's the leader by a neck. Mr. O'Leary pressing the issue second with 3 furlongs to go. 2.5 back to Delta Bluesman, successful runner to the outside. Easement is in 5th, and Lincoln Law, soul singing, has dropped back through the field. Clever Story with a lot of work to do under a drive out there, 7 lengths off the lead. And now Mr. O'Leary's taken over. A 45 flat half mile, they're into the stretch. Mr. O'Leary coming to the 8th pole, clear by 3 now. And then comes Game Day, followed by successful runner Delta Bluesman, bottled up in traffic, and then comes Easement, and Clever Story is gaining ground late on the far outside, but the winner is Mr. O'Leary. In hand under Joel Rosario. Easement got second, and then came successful runner, followed by Game Day or Lincoln Law.
Number 6, Mr. O'Leary cruises away in the stretch to win it for owner Pina Deutsch, trained by Christophe Clement, ridden to victory today by Joel Rosario. The second race, 1 mile on a firm turf course. It's a maiden claiming event for maiden 3-year-olds. 10 runners going postward. No scratches, no jockey changes to report.
They're off. A good start for Rumble for the Roses, who broke first. And then it's Our Mystical Man going up on the far outside. Grizzle is right there in between horses as the field moves for the turn. Desenado is going up too, along with Spanish Ranch, and squeezing through his Lincoln Zypher on the inside, all the way up to grab the lead. Lincoln Zypher and Desenado now 1-2. And then comes Spanish Ranch on the outside. Rumble for the Roses, after a sharp start, sits 4th on the rail, 2 lengths off the lead as they move to the back stretch. Then comes Grizzle to the outside. 10-4 is next by 2.5. Then Ben Jacob and Our Mystical Man, Valid Concept, and Normandy Landing. 24-2, the opening quarter mile, in Lincoln Zypher has opened up a 2-length lead. Spanish Ranch on the outside, now second, quickly cuts the gap to 3/4 of a length. Rumble for the Roses third to the inside. And then it's Grizzle outside of horses. Desenado, 10-4 is at the rail with just 2.5 lengths to make up. 3 lengths more back to Valid Concept, who picks it up inside of Ben Jacob, and Our Mystical Man, who's dropped back. Normandy Landing is last after a 49-4 half mile. Lincoln Zypher by a length and a half now. Spanish Ranch on the inside. Rumble for the Roses sent along and now moves up a spot into second. From the back of the pack, Desenado and 10-4 look to get going, and they're into the stretch. Lincoln Zypher and Rumble for the Roses on the outside. These two with Grizzle third in the center of the course, and 10-4 behind them in 4th. Lincoln Zypher and Rumble for the Roses. It's these two to the final 16th together. Rumble for the Roses and Lincoln Zypher, and Rumble for the Roses and Javier Castellano will win. Lincoln Zypher was second, and then came Valid Concept and Grizzle.
Number 3, Rumble for the Roses, wears him down in the stretch for owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trained by Todd Fletcher, ridden to victory by our leading rider Javier Castellano. We will take a short break and be back for the third race action in just 45 seconds.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
Ocala Breeder Sales Company, where champions and Grade 1 stakes winners are sold, presents the next event on our sales calendar. The OBS Winter Mix Sale, January 22nd through 24th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
The third race, the 6 furlong sprint. It's a claiming event for 4-year-olds and upward. The off-time favorite, number 7, Canavan.
They're off. Grand Jet Center is going to the front. Bold Distinction right there too, along with Full Moon's back. Outside of them, Canavan is close up running in 4th. Break of 3, and then it's Power Lope, CD Gold to the outside, followed by Defend, and Bar Magic is last. The race to the half-mile pole, Bold Distinction the leader by a neck. Full Moon's back, Canavan to the outside. These three right together moving for the turn. They ran 22-1 for the first quarter. And Grand Jet Setter is close to the top 3 running in 4th. 5 lengths ahead of CD Gold. And then Bar Magic to the outside, followed by Power Lope, and Defend is far behind as they come toward the quarter pole. It is Canavan on the far outside. Full Moon's back between Bold Distinction and Grand Jet Setter's going to swing out 4 wide with Run. And Bar Magic is 5th and also gaining ground as they come to the top of the stretch. Grand Jet Setter's under a hand ride. Grand Jet Setter to the front. On the inside, Bold Distinction fights on. Farther out, Bar Magic. It is Grand Jet Setter. On the outside, Bar Magic coming. Here's Bar Magic running down Grand Jet Setter. And then came Power Lope, who was late on the scene 3rd, CD Gold 4th.
Number 2, Bar Magic's scores for Horsing Around Racing Stable and Martha K. Gonzalez, trained by Nick Gonzalez, ridden to victory today by apprentice Andre Warre. The 4th race, stretching out to a 1-turn mile, claiming event for 4-year-olds and upward. 1 scratch in here, number 3, Make Out Man.
They're off. Reflected Cat is hustled out of there to show speed. JJ's Prophet and Untethered are up and on the pace. And Jordan's Image and Running Wildcat are there too. Then Large Coffee and Smart Humor. It is Untethered who's going to lead the way comfortably out of the chute. Untethered opening up a 5-length lead here. Loose up front. Way out in front of the rest. Jordan's Image is running in 2nd position as they go by the opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. And then it's Running Wildcat, Smart Humor to the inside, followed by Reflected Cat, JJ's Prophet, and Large Coffee is at the rail. Untethered, heading toward the half-mile pole on a 7-length lead here. Abdel Hayen and Untethered just rattling along as they go by a half-mile in 45-1. Jordan's Image is 2nd, 7 lengths behind into the turn. Smart Humor is up running in 3rd. The whip is out on Running Wildcat, then Large Coffee, followed by Reflected Cat and JJ's Prophet. Untethered coming toward the quarter bowl, still 5 lengths out in front. Jordan's Image cutting into the gap just a bit, and Smart Humor is 3rd, 3/4 in 109-3, and they're into the stretch. And Untethered set sail for home, 4.5 lengths in front of Jordan's Image with a furlong to go. Smart Humor is 3rd, Untethered reaching for the wire, and Jordan's Image is closing. It's Untethered trying to last. Jordan's Image on the outside, just not getting there in time. Untethered holds on over Jordan's Image. Large Coffee came late for 3rd, Running Wildcat 4th.
Number 6, Untethered, opens a big early lead and just holds on to win it, owned by High Point Thoroughbred Partners, trained by Jorge Navarro, ridden to victory today by Abdel Yain. The 5th race, a 6-furlong sprint maiden event for maiden 3-year-olds. 1 jockey change on the 2. She could make the rider Luis Saez.
They're off. Gambler's Ghost is going to the front. Charlie the Boss on the outside. Castleberry and Monte Amira at the rail. And then comes Bay of Plenty, who's fifth on the inside, 4 lengths off the lead. Then comes Mad Exchange, hallowed to the outside. Ragtime is second last, and Chaquette trails as they go to the half-mile pole. Gambler's Ghost is the leader by a length. Castleberry, Monte Amira pinned in third to the inside. Then Charlie the Boss to the outside at 22 2/4. Bay of Plenty is right there running in fifth and now being sent along through an opening at the rail, and Bay of Plenty saving ground and coming on. Then it's 3 lengths more back to Hallowed. Mad Exchange dropping back through the field, didn't go on today, and then Ragtime. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Gambler's Ghost, Monte Amira to the outside. Bay of Plenty comes into the stretch, wide in third under a drive. It is Gambler's Ghost on top. Gambler's Ghost a 3-length lead on Bay of Plenty, who's now second. Then Monte Amira and Ragtime on the outside, but it's all Gambler's Ghost. Gambler's Ghost and Jose Lezcano sharp in victory here over Bay of Plenty. Then Ragtime and Mad Exchange.
The 5th race winner, number 1, Gambler's Ghost. That was a really nice performance. Owned by Pike Place Racing and Home Wrecker Racing LLC. Trained by Eddie Keneally. Ridden to victory today by Jose Lezcano. We will take a short break and be back for the 6th race in just a moment or two.
Racing towards the line, academic probation. She learned her lessons in the race and she gets the diploma. Academic probation.
Here's Rank has privileges to the lead. Thunder Run on the outside. Ring Weekend backs up to second against the rail. Rank has privileges to win it.
Multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Einstein, sire of impressive debut winners at Keeneland and Churchill Downs in his first crop. Standing at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
We're back for the 6th race, and we're on a firm turf course at 1 mile and 1/16, the claiming event. 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the also eligible entries 13, 14, 15, and 16. Blinkers on, number 12, chuffed to bits.
Cairo 6 was off last. It is Face the Race who goes out to take the early lead. There goes Thunder Calls to the outside to be a part of the pace, and Puntual is there at the rail, and Lay It Down is close up as well. And then it's back to Roars More, who's 5th and going up on the outside of horses. Z Maitre D is after that, and then Dixie Deputy to the inside. After that is Musical Journey, who's 3 deep into the turn. Prime Devil saves ground there and races 6 lengths off the lead. Chuffed to Bits in behind them, and then Cairo 6 and Ray Rocket is the trailer. 23 4 was the first quarter as they go to the backstretch, where Thunder Calls and Paco Lopez lead the way by 3/4 of a length. And here's Face the Race moving up alongside in company with Lay It Down, and now these two take over, and suddenly Thunder Calls is back to 3rd on the rail. Then it's 4 lengths back to Puntual in 4th, followed by Roars More. Musical Journey is after that, and then Dixie Deputy. Chuffed to Bits making progress through an opening on the inside. Prime Devil is after that, then Z Maitre D. Cairo 6 is 12 lengths off the lead right now, and Ray Rocket trails after a 49 2 half mile. Into the turn, and Face the Race and Lay It Down open up. These two clear the others, and now Cairo 6 is rolling up on the far outside, 4 wide, but is 7 lengths behind the top 2 and now 3rd. Then comes Roars More and Musical Journey. They're into the stretch, Lay It Down, and Face the Race. And they're way clear of Cairo 6. Into the final furlong, Lay It Down takes over. Lay It Down, moving away from Face the Race now. Cairo 6 trying to hold on to 3rd from Roars More as Lay It Down and Julian Leparoux lead the way to the wire. Face the Race was 2nd, Cairo 6 and Roars More.
Number 7, Lay It Down, lives up to its name and lays it down in the stretch for owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey. Their second win on the card. Trained by Mike Maker, ridden to victory today by Julien Leparoux. The 7th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf course. A maiden event for maiden 3-year-olds. We have 9 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 2, Picosa.
They're all in line. They're off. Big Island Boy from the inside out well. Waco is sent along now to grab the lead. Dance Champion is right up there too with Royale Sky, and to the outside comes Summer Cove as they move for the turn. Then it's a gap of another 3 lengths back to Ringgold, who's inside of Picosa. Recall Dynaformer and Ironicus at the back of the field. Waco is the leader. Paco Lopez and Waco pulling away early now to a 3.5 length lead. Ran a quarter in 24-2 and is isolated onto the backstretch. Then Royale Sky, Big Island Boy to the inside, and Summer Cove alongside of them, these 3 in a line. Dance Champion is back there 5th, 5 lengths off the lead. Then comes Picosa to the outside, Ringgold. Recall Dynaformer with 7 lengths to make up, and Ironicus is 9 lengths from the top. They continue their way up the backstretch, and Waco still out there by 2. Royale Sky and Summer Cove heads apart right behind. Picosa now moving up on the outside, while Big Island Boy is on the rail after a 49 3/2 mile. Around the far turn, Waco still holding on to the lead. Summer Cove on the outside. Picosa comes up to them 3 wide. 2 lengths back to Dance Champion in 4th. Then it's Big Island Boy, followed by Ringgold. Ironicus goes up on the far outside. Recall Dynaformer, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. Waco cuts the corner. Picosa goes on by now. Picosa in front. Ironicus running strongly down the center of the course. And then comes Dance Champion, followed by Summer Cove. And here's Ironicus. Ironicus mowing them down and pulling away to beat Picosa. Then came Dance Champion, followed by Summer Cove.
Number 9, Ironicus, was impressive in his return to action, owned by Stuart Janney, trained by Shug McGay, and ridden to victory today by Joel Rosario, his second win on the card. The 8th race, the Voodoo Dancer, 7.5 furlongs on the turf. It's an overnight stakes for Philly 4-year-olds. Scratch the 6 to 9. The jockey on the 1 is Jose Osorio Jr.
They're racing in the Voodoo Dancer. She's Spooky goes out to the front. Sunrise Kitty on the far outside. Sharapova slams fast onto the gate too. Down toward the inside comes Love to Score, and then Triple Arch and Tap a Cat. Break of another 2 lengths back to Course Gold. Tokyo Time is last as they race on the first turn. It's She's Spooky in front. And Sunrise Kitty, who went very wide entering the turn, settles back into second. A length off the lead as they race onto the back stretch. And then it's Love to Score third on the inside, just off the leaders and a bit headstrong there, as they continue their way through an opening quarter mile. And up the backstretch they go. The leader is She's Spooky. She's Spooky 3/4 of a length in front. Sunrise Kitty is second. Love to Score third to the inside. Then comes Tap a Cat, followed by Sharapova Slams. Outside of them, Triple Arch. Course Gold is 4.5 lengths off the lead, and bottled up at the rail. Tokyo Time is the trailer as they race into the far turn. She's Spooky and Edgar Zayas continue to make the pace a half a length. Sunrise Kitty on the outside. Tap a Cat comes too. Then comes Triple Arch. Course Gold now splitting horses with a late run. On the far outside, Tokyo Time gets going at the top of the stretch. Here comes Tap a Cat after She's Spooky. Tap a Cat on the outside. She's Spooky keeps on battling at the rail, and Triple Arch is in it too on the far outside. Also gaining ground between horses, Course Gold. It is still She's Spooky, Tap a Cat, Course Gold and Triple Arch. Tap a Cat's got it. Tap a Cat. Tap a Cat to beat She's Spooky, then Course Gold and Triple Arch.
The favorite, number 3, Tap a Cat, closes to win it for Bessalou Stables LLC, trained by Bill Mott, and that gives jockey Joe El Rosario his 3rd win on the card. We'll take a short break and be back for the 3rd running of the Gulfstream Park Derby.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig? Wait.
No way! Look at the pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work.
Man, this line's ridiculous. Nice joke. Ken,
I'm that guy from that thing!
Give me one. Miller one. Man, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Welcome back for the 9th race. It's the 3rd running of the Gulfstream Park Derby. $100,000 guaranteed. The first Derby in 2014. We have 9 runners going post with the off-time favorite, number 6, Pablo Del Monte.
They're racing in the Gulfstream Park Derby. Grand Arrival came out well. General A-Rod to the outside. Pablo Del Monte now showing speed and coming on through as the field races down the chute, and it's going to be Pablo Del Monte with just a narrow lead here. On the far outside, General A-Rod, Wildcat Red is at the rail as they continue the run up the back stretch. And right there in between horses, moving up now as they continue up the backstretch is Aaron's Orient, and then it's Gone as Wind on the inside. Right alongside is East Hall. Pablo Del Monte, after being fast early, is dropped back to the middle of the pack, racing about 6 lengths off the lead. Then Grand Arrival, Best Plan Yet to the outside, and then thrown at the rail. The opening quarter went in 23 flat. They passed the half-mile pole with Wildcat Red and Aaron's Orient together through a 45 and 4 half-mile. General A-Rod, third just to the outside of them. Then it's Gone as Wind, 4th along the rail, followed by East Hall. Pablo Del Monte is 6th right now with 3 lengths to make up, and Throne is next. Then Grand Arrival and Best Plan Yet. Coming toward the top of the stretch, Wildcat Red on the rail. Aaron's Orient, General A-Rod on the outside. A wide run for Pablo Del Monte. East Hall is there. Gone as Wind cuts the corner. They're into the stretch. And it is Wildcat Red, General A-Rod, East Hall, Pablo Del Monte on the far outside. Down to the last 16th, General A-Rod, Wildcat Red. These two continue to go at it. Wildcat Red, General A-Rod, head and head, bobbing heads. Either of the two could have won it. Very close. East Hall was 3rd, then Pablo Del Monte.
Number 9, General A-Rod, wins a close decision and gives jockey Joe El Rosario his 4th win on the card, owned by J. Armando Rodriguez, trained by Mike Maker. The 10th and final race on the New Year's Day card, 7.5 furlongs, maiden claiming event for maiden 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 7, scratch the 9.
They're off. Rock Idol from the inside out well. Back to Values showing speed as well. These two to go at it early as they race toward the first turn. And then comes Halen Returns on the inside, followed by Ronto's Dream and Fairley's Mandate, who's caught wide going into the turn. Egolian is after that. Then Big Sam to the outside, followed by Divine Mischief along the inside. Divine Michael, rather, who is 3rd last early, ahead of Fiddler's Tango and Solo Approach. So the field makes their way to the backstretch, and it is Rock Idol the leader. Back to Values alongside. Ronto's Dream comes up next to them. They ran 24 and 2 for the first quarter. Halen Returns is in 4th, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then Divine Michael, followed by Fairley's Mandate. Next is Big Sam on the outside. Big Sam is 5 lengths off the lead at this stage. Then Egolian, Solo Approach, and just in behind them is Fiddler's Tango. They continue their way toward the turn, 49 and 2 for a half-mile. And there goes Back to Values to take the lead now. And immediately on the attack is Fairley's Mandate. These two together as the early front runners dropping back on the inside. Rock Idols just dropped back through the field. Big Sam is now 3rd just outside the leaders. Fiddler's Tango is in 4th, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. Fairley's Mandate Big Sam to the outside. Back to Values, rides the rail. In behind them, Divine Michael splits horses with a late run, and Fiddler's Tango is next on the outside. It is Big Sam in front. Fiddler's Tango gaining ground on the far outside as they come down to the wire. Big Sam holding on to the lead. Big Sam from Fiddler's Tango. It's close behind them between Divine Michael and Solo Approach. Fairley's Mandate was fifth.
Number 11, Big Sam, wins the nightcap and pays $7.20 to win. Owned by Sunrise Stables and Golden Goose Enterprises, LLC. Trained by Patricia Farrow. Ridden to victory by Orlando Boca Chica. The pick 4, 123.95. The pick 5, 5 677.95. 4 or 5, $12.15. The pick 6, 6 or 6 paid $2,400.86. The carryover $189,080.22. And that wraps up the New Year's Day action. Remember, we'll be running here all weekend long. Thursday tomorrow, 10 exciting races on tap. Good night and good luck.